So I promised in the last video, and here we are, symbolism. Go ahead and highlight it. Don't confuse symbolism with imagery. Don't do it. That's where we left off in the last video. What happens with symbolism? That's when a work uses something known to represent an idea, often what? Greater than that known thing. And when it's associated with an action, it's called a symbolic action or symbolic event. Our lives are built with symbols. They are literally all over the place. And they often escape our notice, which is sad. So again, that's just one more reason why we're taking this class together. It's to pull away the layers in our lives and get to the deeper meaning, right? Different things have layers, like a parfait or an onion or an ogre. That was an allusion to Shrek. Did you get it? Maybe not. Okay, I'll get back on point. Okay, so something known to represent something greater. And that would be this. What is this? That is my wedding band, my wedding ring. Now, what happens with symbols is we have to be able to do what I'm about to do. So we take a look at the thing that is what? Known, right? It is known. Then we take a look at the characteristics of that. So what do we see? It's a band, of course. It's a ring. It's circle. It's a circle. What else? It is made out of a precious metal. Mine is made out of platinum with gold on the outside of the band. What else? It was a gift from my wife to me, presented during our wedding ceremony. And it's worn on what we call the ring finger, which is this one. Now, an idea often greater than that which is known. So now, of course, we all know that the wedding band is a symbol for marriage. What's the characteristic of a circle? So now, right, that carries over to this side. A circle has no beginning, no end. It is timeless. It goes on forever, just like the love and the marriage that I have with my wife. It's made out of precious metal, right? Gold, silver, platinum, those are all called precious metals. That reflects what? Not expense. I know a lot of people think expense, right? It ties in with the emotions of marriage and being married. Now, this one transfers over, right? What's the difference? Let's think about a gift. A gift cannot be earned. You don't earn a Christmas gift. It is freely given. And what does that say about love? You cannot earn someone's love. That person, he or she has to give it to you. It's a gift. Now, when I gave my wife, when I presented her her engagement ring, right? All this stuff is true as well. She did not earn that, right? It's either yes or no. So like when you see someone give, there's different videos on YouTube, and the person will sometimes reject the ring, refuse it. And that, yeah, that can happen. And so, and what happens then? The ring is given back, and there's no wedding, there's no marriage. Now, why is this called the ring finger? Well, back in the day, people believed that, I know this is a terrible picture of a hand and an arm. I'm really sorry about that. And that's a person that looks grotesque. I'm really sorry. Right, when the ring was put on that finger, people believed that there was a direct artery that connected with the heart. So if you were to cut off that finger, that you would bleed out and you would die. Of course, today with modern medicine, we know that this is not true, that's why this is called the ring finger, and why the wedding band engagement ring is put there, because it's supposed to symbolize that you don't take it off, right? Or you don't remove it, because if you did, it would represent death. And that's why when marriage breaks up, right, then you take that off, right? And then it's known. So if you see this on me, and then one day you bump into me and you see it's gone, then, that's I'm communicating through that symbol, right? So now, likewise, if you bump into somebody, say, for example, at Myrtle Beach, and that person is married, and that person, he or she, does not have his or her wedding band on. So what would that be? That would be a symbolic action that would represent that person as being, chances are, unfaithful to their spouse. Why? Because they're probably stepping out at the beach and they don't have their wedding band on, and they're misbehaving. So let's jump back to this. So a lot of people say, well, there's some symbolism here regarding death and stopping by woods on a snowy evening. And guess what, folks? There's not. There's imagery that calls to mind tone or mood or impression of death, but there is not any symbolism. Why? You can't do this. So again, you can only have symbolism if, right, you can do this, if you can look at the characteristics. So this is important. Anytime, oops, I'm thinking too fast. You have to look at the different characteristics of that object, break them down and transfer. And if you can't do this, then you don't have a symbol. What do you have? An image. The confusion between the two results because we use senses to confront the symbol. So a lot of people, when we use our senses, oh, that's a symbol. No, it might be an image. So we don't want to confuse imagery and symbolism. So there's other devices that are used out there, but we're just going to limit ourselves to those main and central ones, since they're most commonly used in poetry, fiction, and drama. And hopefully this will help you to dig deep when you're watching a movie or reading a book or just talking with a friend, to get beyond the surface of things and get underneath, because nobody wants to be shallow. We want to be deep. So until the next lecture, be well, do good work, and keep in touch.